Hey folks, Jim with RV with the Tanners. Hey, today I'm excited to talk to you about a new project that we've done. As you guys know, we like to boondock a lot, so we're way out in the forest and here in Oregon and the Pacific Northwest. And unfortunately what that brings is pretty tall trees, and it impacts our ability to produce power on the solar panel on the roof. In a previous video, I'll link it up here, we had a portable panel from GoPower. It was 120 watts, and it did a pretty good job, but we wanted to upgrade that a little bit more because Lynn and I are going on a pretty long trip. So what we did is now I have two panels from GoPower, and they're 100 watts each. We'll have a total of 200 watts, and that's going to output about 40 volts if we wanted to go in series or parallel, depending on what we're going to do. So we're going to back up. We're going to kind of show you the idea of what we're doing here. I've got both these panels, and my problem was, how am I going to put these somewhere and make them efficient? So Linda had a great idea. We actually ended up buying an art easel, and then I'm just putting them on here. So if you look at this here, we've got just a little screw going through and a big washer, so I'll tighten those down, and I'll put one more here on the top, and it's going to hold them in the best position that I need in order to get a lot of sunlight on them. And then I can adjust the back arm as well, so if the sun starts to go up high, I can start to tilt that throughout the day and make these as efficient as possible. So one hint that I want to talk to you guys about is make sure you dry fit and test everything. I had a problem originally when I put mine together. I didn't have one of my connectors going all the way, but now as you can see, I've got them connected together. Got my positives going together, my negatives going together. So I have a parallel connection, and now I have just about 20 volts coming off there. I don't remember the amps that are coming off there. I'll put it in the link here, I'll pop it up. But when I combine these together in parallel, I'm not getting the voltage increasing, it's just the amperage that increases. And then the MPPT controller from GoPower as well will do the work behind the scenes and be able to efficiently charge the batteries. Alright, so I've put the panels away, and now I want to talk about how we have this wired. So I've used the Quick Connects from GoPower, and it's a pretty easy solution, but I want to show you how it's done. So as I showed you earlier, these are just the connections to the solar panel. And then what we're going to do is use the connections from GoPower. It's a Quick Connect, and I've got it wired up like this. So come on over and I'll show you the controller itself. So wired into the front storage compartment is the GoPower 40 amp MPPT controller. So coming in over here is my solar input, and you see that I have this little cable coming right off. So what I've been able to do then is take the cable coming off of the solar panels, and then I can just do a quick connect here. So again, this is for portability. It's not a permanent wired solution. So it makes it really easy for me to disconnect this. If I ever want to do any maintenance, I don't have to worry about it because it's just a quick connect. And then finally, coming out of the controller, take note on this controller, there's a way to parallel them together to put two of them. So the controller itself has two negatives here and then two positives on this side. So make sure when you wire this that you make sure you've got your negative coming out of the ones in the middle, and then your positive coming out to your 12 volt supply. Hey folks, so we're going to wrap up this solar edition, but I want to talk about two things again, just to give you a quick overview. So the MPPT controller from GoPower can do up to 40 amps and up to 600 watts, 12 volt. If you wanted to go 24 volt, you could go 1200 watt. But it's a pretty nice controller for the situation that we wanted. It's not handling a lot of power coming off of those two panels, those two 100 watt panels. So it does a really good job of kind of an intermediate. Now if you wanted to step it up and go higher, so if you wanted to have up to 80 amps, because each controller can do 40 amps, they offer the ability to parallel them together, which I think is a pretty neat solution. So you put a cable between the two of those, and then you bring your solar array, 40 amps in one, 40 amps to the other, and then it brings that information up to the display, one single display combining both of those controllers. So if you have something up to 40 amps, one will do really well now, and then rest assured if you want to upgrade in the future, you can just add a second one and then daisy chain them together, and the same controller will be able to control both of them from within inside your RV. That's a really neat solution. They have a great manual to show you how to wire all that together. I'll pop up a quick picture of it somewhere here so that you can see that, but rest assured GoPower does a pretty good job of that. Now the panels, you saw when I was at our house, I did it on that easel. Here's a picture of it on our truck at the campground. I just had one leaning up against the back of the cab and one laying flat on the tonneau cover, and that did a great job in the morning of capturing some of that early morning sun. The power panels, or the solar panels themselves, are rated at 5.68 amps, and I saw about 11 amps coming out at peak. and on average it was about 10 amps. That's a lot actually for a nice portable solution that only weighs 3 pounds each, and it is 1/8 of an inch thick. So these portable solutions, and they can go a 30-degree bend too. So maybe with some of these with an Airstream that has that curved roof, these are a great solution for that. For me, I wanted the portability to just take them out and use them when we're in a campsite that doesn't have the ability to have direct sun on the top of the RV for our roof panels. I went out and I bought a that cornhole game. They come with big bags in order to put those the landing pads. I'm not sure what they're called. I don't play the game. But we just put the panels back in that, and we kept one original box. I wrap it in a blanket, put them back in the box, and then put that in that carrying case from the cornhole game. And it is perfect. I have a little carrying case for it. It goes right in our compartment up front. Great. Out of the way, exactly what I need. It's there when I need it, and it's not in the way when I don't. Hey, if you have any questions on anything you've seen here, the panels, the MPPT controller, or the display inside the RV, just put a question down below. I've got some good contacts at GoPro. If I can't answer at GoPower. If I can't answer the question, the people at GoPower absolutely can, and we'll get it back in touch with you. As always, if you have any suggestions, I'm glad to accept those as well. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. So if you haven't done so yet, please remember to hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell so that it reminds you when we post new videos.